get too attached, baby. Don't get caught up in the lies, cause you won't never make it back. Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the waves? Ooh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Ooh, yeah, let me show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side,
Baby, let me show you what my side like. Don't get caught up in that limelight. Girl, this water on my wrist, can't get the time right. I see you in hindsight, I see you as my wife. I see you with me in a 6'3", hair blowing in the breeze. It's your California dream. Yeah, tell me something I wanna believe. Tell me that you need me the way I need you on my team. If I see you in the spring, I will fall if you would leave. For the boys and APs, they are ball in HD. From the west side with love, like I'm Diamond 13. Got me in real life, gotta say it for real twice. I'm from Southern California where the weather real nice. And the honey's not nice, still in the spotlight. I ain't got a vibe, if you wanna ride, I'll show you what the west side. Show you on the west
show you
side.
what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, we got what you want, we got what you like. Sunny days and palm trees, they'll get you. Just like that, when you leave, you'll be coming right back. Cause you can't get enough of this California. Let me show you what that was like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that was like. Alright, California girls know what I mean. On the west side, let me take you on a ride. West side, let me take you on a
At forward, 6'10", number 5, Paolo Banchero.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And at Siakam in at the 5 spot. And for the Magic, Wagner out there at Bull. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Suggs. And it's Banchero in at the small forward. Now here's Van Vliet. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Hot loose. back to Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Pass to Anunoby. Wagner against Siakam. Nice defense from Wagner. Wagner outside. To the paint. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And here are the Raptors now. The Magic getting the bucket. Van Vliet outside. Siakam inside. He's defended by Wagner. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
There's Wagner with the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Siakam against Wagner.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
The Raptors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Siakam. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clark, hasn't the Magic had some of the worst injury luck in this NBA the last couple seasons?
Certainly have, Kevin. And this is a team that has been trying to develop young players. And they've been somewhat stifled because of injury. And I think the best way to grow is through young players. And you've got to give them reps playing games. So it's been frustrating for Orlando to have these outstanding young talents be thwarted by injury.
Here's Suggs. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just a facilitator.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wagner against Siakam. It's deflected. Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closer. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Hits it from three-point range. Suggs has got 7.
It's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the three if you give it to him.
Here's Trent, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is. A big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely. Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That one goes in. He's got 10.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Raptors trail by 8. Trent outside. Shoots over Wagner. Trent can't hit. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. As it go from the wing. Again, the Magic score.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Tipped away. Barnes finds Van Vliet. On the wing, Anunoby. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Here's Ball. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come. Boy, how about the athleticism of Jalen Suggs? I mean, I love seeing him rise up with power like he did there.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Raptors trail by 14. Trent outside. It's a timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Heading to the court, it's time to get loud for your 407 dance speed.
Top half of the league in free throw shooting. Something they definitely like to improve upon, but right now they're getting by.
And to crack the top 10 in second chance points tells you about the work ethic of this team. Going after the scraps and turning them into points. Here's Siakam. He had 25 points last game. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Siakam's got 6.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option. This is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result. You know, look at the job Jalen Suggs did in his rookie season. I mean, he started to show some of those flashes as the season wore on. Flashes of athletic superiority, but also an understanding of how to impact the game with his speed and size and fearlessness.
For 3, Van Vliet.
Well, that is great defense from Suggs. He's got all the tools to lock you down and lock you up.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Banchero, that's good. And about Jalen Suggs, Clark, primed for a tremendous season.
No question about it in my mind, Kevin. I mean, the Magic fans are in for a treat. They are excited to see him play again. I think he's got the ability to be elite if things come together as I anticipate they will for him. I think they're fortunate to have him in Orlando running the point.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. They trail by 18. to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Barnes. He's got 8.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And that one's good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Great open look there. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
And what a tool for Van Vliet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective. Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
You know what I've always said, partner? Good shooting covers over a multitude of ills. We're seeing it right now.
Anunoby with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Let's get up and make some noise. It's your 407.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Bamba is checked in for Wagner. Okeke comes in for Bull. Ross is checked in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Franz Wagner. Orlando leading by 14. And here's Anthony from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Flynn, it's deflected.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there, reacting quickly and got the block.
Here's Bamba. The rebound by Young. Raptors trail by 17. Barnes looking around. Passes to Banton. Poked away to the inside. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Orlando's got a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Here's Okeke. Quinn grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 20. Over in the corner, Barnes. There's the pass to Banton. There's a good screen. He can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Anthony, and it's denied. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Suggs. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Suggs doing a nice job being aggressive. They're challenging defenders and getting rewarded with the call.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
First free throw is good.
And this is something Suggs does not shy away from. Wanting to get to the line in these clutch moments.
So he gets them both. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Pass to Banton. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Anthony.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Covered by Bamba. It's hauled in by the Magic. And up the court from the Magic on the break. A nice shot by Ogiki.
And, you know, he's not usually the guy to break out the crossover. Worked for him that time, but I'm not sure I would be doing that consistently.
And the Raptors call time here.
Come on, everybody, race the ball.
Gary Harris is checked in for Orlando.
Now we get a chance to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
a wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's getting around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Orlando.
Here's Anthony. Second chance shot. And Bamba lays it in.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
With the step back, here's Flynn. And he finishes nicely on the way.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Gary Harris has really good rhythm. When he's in a groove now, he feels comfortable going with the pull-up jumper. It's cash.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-7 run. Ross, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Outside Flynn. Pass to Benton. A 3-ball. A shot missing. So Orlando will take it the other way. Bamba passes to Ross. On the top of the key, and it's Orlando with another.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Raptors shooting 40% here in the early stages. Barnes outside. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And Toronto making a change here.
Raptors substitution. Cam Bird. Chris Boucher.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Benton. That's tipped. Here's Birch. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And so it's Orlando ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. So for Toronto right now, sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Ken Birch is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. Passes it to Boucher. Here's Birch. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Birch has got his second bucket of the night.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And he gets it to go off the back of the rim.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Trent kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. A three-pointer, no good. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Now, here's Anunoby. He's guarded closely, off on the layup. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Banchero, and it's in there. Banchero's got 8.
The defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Here's Van Vliet. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Good on the bucket. 8 points for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And in the last decade, defense's switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Trent with it. Defended now by Wagner. Unloads from 13. And another basket for Toronto.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Wagner, the basket good off the assist from Fultz.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Wagner. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Bull. Tries again. Good.
Wagner showing some grit and fight on the offensive boards, using his height and muscle to track down the miss.
Van Vliet kicks to Boucher. The pass to Trent. Denial. Pass to Birch. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. That one is on Bull.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
That's good from Birch. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Hampton, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. And so he hits both. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Here's Bull. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hand. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Trent outside, and a wide open look for Siakam. And he's good on the 3-ball. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pass to VanVleet. Over Fultz. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the basket by Hampton.
Really picked up a lot of assists in college. Banchero seeing those passing skills translate to the pros.
Anunoby against Wagner. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A moment now to check out some numbers for Pascal Siakam. Now here's Fultz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the basket by Hampton.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
VanVleet kicks to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. It's tipped. Now Banchero. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. And he gets it to go.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on. From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a look now at our 2K leaderboard to see which wingmen have come away with the most steals over the past month. OG Anunoby is second.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
They are an elite group of defenders. I mean, they don't just make it difficult for opposing small forwards. They pester entire teams with their activity, jumping in the passing lanes, being active with their hands and feet. Very impressive defensively.
Bamba is checked in for Bol. Siakam hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And here is Trent outside. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
VanVleet kicks to Anunoby. Tries it from 9, and it's blocked.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard. thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Off target from outside. Orlando's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Hampton, and it's Orlando with another.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Fultz against Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Fultz. Offensive rebound. Here's Bamba, and he makes that one.
He's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
Siakam, right side. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Bamba. Over Siakam. Bamba's shot is off. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. A shake. And he lays it up and in. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
A second chance effort. And that one's good. Wagner.
Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Here's Hampton. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And here is Trent outside. That ball, great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 6th assist on the night. Out to the right wing. Here's Bamba. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Van Vliet outside. Back to Anunoby. Siakam for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Okiki's checked in for Banchero. Ross comes in for Franz Wagner. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Hampton. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Orlando's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Anthony. And that one goes long.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
And that one is good.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
They grabbed their own miss. Toronto's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Shot from 12. Okeke grabs the miss. Okeke's got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving to the basket. Ross, that's good.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Raptors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Over to the left wing. Siakam against Bamba. Tries again. It's blocked. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Anthony leading the charge. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Anthony's got 8.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
.50 seconds left to play here in the half. And there's the pass to Flynn. Barnes outside. Back to Flynn. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. Here's Siakam. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Anthony's shot is off. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. All alone. It's hauled in by the Magic.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And stolen by Flynn. And so it's the Orlando Magic out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting and hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
You take a look at Orlando. They knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And now, looking back on that first half, things were really clicking out there for the Orlando Magic.
They've been money tonight. Matter of fact, they've got the shmoney, Ernie. Get it? The shmoney.
No, I don't.
Great game, though. It's a great plan. Shaq gets it.
But actually, I don't get it either.
Creating their offense, and they're converting open shots.
Must be nice as a coach to sit back and watch what you drew up work to perfection.
It's not about the money. It's about the shmoney.
You know what rhymes with shmoney or money? Dummy.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. And they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Banchero out there with Bol. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Really good concentration from Suggs there. Pretty good body control, too.
Siakam up top. He's defended by Wagner. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. On the wing, Anunoby. Goes up with a stripe. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his third assist on the night. Drives to the hoop. Anunoby sends it back. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Here's Bol. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And that's 12 points for Bol.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
It's Trent on the wing. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Nobody near Barnes. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Barnes has got his first basket.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And that one's good. Suggs.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby. Van Vliet left side. Takes the three. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Good work there as it goes. Banchero's got 16 points.
And hard to throw Banchero off his game. That could have been a foul as well.
That's to Van Vliet. Anunoby with it. Raptors moving the ball around. Fires the three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Banchero. A three-pointer is right on target. Banchero's got 19 points.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Barnes outside. Van Vliet wide open. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Banchero. That three off the mark. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. It's blocked.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
That bucket in no time at all. And 2 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Siakam left side. Shoots over Wagner. Siakam's shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Barnes kicks to Van Vliet. Passes it to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. pass to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Siakam inside. And yes, it's good.
And wiry strong. Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
Banchero. Rebound by the Raptors. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Siakam. Barnes right side. Over Bull. Barnes can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 12 points in the game.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Wagner, in it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Barnes outside. The 3. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Barnes. Van Vliet's got 20.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for OG Anunoby.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Throw good. Siakam. So for the Magic, Gary Harris is checked in for Banchero. R.J. Hampton comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Fulton for Suggs. He hits both from the stripe. And Orlando has possession. It's stolen. Siakam with it. Now Bull defending. Siakam good.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Here he goes. And the dunk by Hampton.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The Raptors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Patton, and he slams it one-handed.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And stolen by Barnes. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Fultz.
And as far as blocks, not really a focal point for this group. They're top 20 in the league. They really rely on getting it done in other ways.
Bamba is checked in for the match. Okeke comes in for Bull. Magic on defense. Boucher kicks to Flynn. On the wing, Barnes. Some solid defense from Harris. Orlando's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Okeke. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Raptors foul. Koloko. First personal.
And Orlando making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
For your Magic, Cole Anthony.
Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Anthony's got 10.
Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. The Magic shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. The quick look, no good that time. The Raptors shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. With the drive, Banton, the teardrop falls in. Banton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Here's Bamba, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Bamba does a nice job doing his work early as far as positioning when shots go up. And that awareness is one of his strongest traits.
First team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight. After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time, finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in 2018.
Pass to Banton. Jacks up a 3. Shot clock reset for Toronto. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
A moment now to see the numbers for Anthony. Averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
And for Bamba, his shot blocking and ability to space the floor really stood out.
And Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination. I mean, this guy has a 7'10" wingspan, covers a lot of ground defensively, moves his feet well, has a nice stroke. And at his height, he's able to get a lot of clean looks from beyond the arc.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Flynn. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
They get the rebound. Here's Bamba. That one drops for him. Bamba's got 9.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Here's Banton. Yes, that goes in.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Hampton misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Boucher. No good from outside. And it's Harris with the ball for Orlando. Lets it go with the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Ross is checked in for Orlando. And the Raptors also making a change. Birch is checked in. The Raptors shooting about 42% so far. Flynn the pass to Banton. Birch with it. Raptors moving the ball around.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Flynn fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Banton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Banton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Toronto, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, there's the Magic. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when I look at Toronto, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Banton, guarded by Harris. Passes to Boucher. Misses the three. The Magic shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Harris, no good. The Raptors shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Banton's shot is off. The Magic shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch, trying to end the drought. Bamba's shot is off.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Bamba. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, guys, it's really all about focus while under pressure. Right there, Bamba shows why that's a valuable trait to have.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
And here is Anunoby. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll return shortly. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Raptors shooting the ball at 42%. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Young. Also, Kem Birch out there. And it's Doughton in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. It can't happen.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Flynn. Driving inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now the pass to Downton. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Oh, that's good.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Well, I tell you what, offensive rebounding is really an important statistic, maybe undervalued a bit. Those extra possessions really do help.
And here comes Hampton leading the fast break. No dice from the high post. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Flynn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Kept alive. Here's Bol. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Flynn. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Flynn's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Okeke. He can't get that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Downton passes to Flynn. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Bol can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, here in the second half, it's pretty obvious. They've gone to the long ball to try to keep pace.
Here's Hampton. The Magic again can't hit. In Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Downton. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. Birch finds Young. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Ross. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And what I love about Ross, that boundless athleticism. We've seen this guy throw down some absolutely vicious slams.
And it's so much fun to watch him elevate and take flight. You know, it's not about just dunking for him. I mean, he's got a solid stroke as well. I think he's just a really good, well-rounded offensive player.
Mark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
Fultz is checked in for Ross.
Your Magic, Markelle Fultz.
Young outside. Toronto working the ball around now. Doughton passes to Birch. Here's Doughton. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Shoots over Flynn. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Raptors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Fultz dishes to Hampton. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Flynn with it. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Banchero comes in for Okeke, and it's Suggs in for R.J. Hampton.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Suggs. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Young's got his 6th rebound on the night. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Flynn kicks to Van Vliet. Down low, here's Young. It's slammed in by Young.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And your Magic Youth Dance Team. Please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bol Bol.
Well, you know, it's easy to understand why he's the choice given how well he shot the ball. I mean, just shooting an insane percentage really is what led him to this award. And it's because he was also actively looking to score. He was hunting his shots and was knocking them down.
And maybe him having a game like this will get things turned around for him because almost nothing has been going their way lately. Magic leading by 22. Here's Suggs. Releases from the wing and drills it. Suggs has got 21.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
For three, Van Vliet trains it from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 14 points now in the second half.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
They grab their own miss. Suggs. Good work defensively by Trent. Raptors trail by 21. Anunoby passes to Trent. Back to Anunoby. From the arc. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
One of the more explosive point guards in this game. That is impressive.
Toronto's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet on the wing. Back to Trent. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Snatched up. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 20.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Raptors moving the ball around. And the dunk by Barnes.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
It's time for T-shirts. It's your 407 Dan Steve.
Magic leading by 21. Shot from the wing. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And that's now 25 points for Jalen Suggs. Van Vliet outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
The first free throw is good. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And so VanVleet nails both of them. Magic leading by 21. Shot on the wing. And there's Fultz on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Here's Trent. And Carroll grabs the board. Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And that one drops. Wagner's got 20.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Now, here's Trent. Passes it to VanVleet to the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And Suggs throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Banchero. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Anunoby. It's rebounded by Fultz. Fultz has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner with it. Picked up by VanVleet. Here's Suggs. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Wagner's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Fultz against Trent. VanVleet with a screen on Fultz. And the Raptors miss again. Magic shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Anunoby has the open look. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that one's good, Wagner.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Down low, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Over in the corner, Barnes. Latrey. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Orlando.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Bol Bol.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're in front by 27. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
4:07.
Going with an almost entirely new group. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Okeke comes in for Bol. Ross is checked in for Banchero. And it's Hampton for Fultz. Now, here's Hampton, covered by Van Vliet. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Birch. Now here's Van Vliet. Clock at 6. There's a screen. Goes up from the top of the key, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
On the wing, Anunoby. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.